Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Normieville. Before we get started, please hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and that notification bell. I appreciate, thank you once again for all of your support. Kyrie Irving finally has returned to the Barclays Center for his first night back coming out of out of jail. Being reinstated to the Brooklyn Nets to play his first game back from all of the 6 stipulations that he had to fulfill in order to come back to the team. He gave his apology yesterday. We talked about that in another video. Well, he had a post-game interview after his game, and I'd like to show you what happened because one of the reporters tried to bait him into I guess another kind of pseudo apology because there was a group of Hebrew Israelites that was protesting outside the Barclays Center. We're going to talk about that after I show you this video. So let's go to the next screen here. This is from, I believe, House of Highlights. Shout out to them. This video is entitled Kyrie Irving Talks Return Post-Game Interview. Now, early on in this post-game interview, one of the reporters is going to mention to him about this demonstration going on outside the Barclays Center. And he's going to insinuate that these people are protesting or demonstrating outside the Barclays Center because of the rhetoric that is being that was promoted by Kyrie Irving. Let's give it a quick listen and you tell me what you think.
Hey, Kyrie, how did it feel getting out there for the first time since the last time you were out there?
Felt good. Just miss my teammates, miss the coaching staff. Just getting prepared with them in the morning or in the rising and then carrying.
By the way, I'm sorry, I got to do this again. This is a YouTube video, so it is copywritten. So per YouTube guidelines, I got to get my fair use clause. So fair use. Fair use. Let's continue.
Over to the game. Felt good.
What do you think, I guess, is going to take for you guys to catch your stride as a unit and build that chemistry that you guys need to get?
Just trust what Jock has going on in terms of leading our coaching staff. And then us as players, just going out there and having fun.
Now, they have recently acquired a new head coach. It was rumored a few weeks back that Ime Udoka was supposed to take the helm of the team, but because of his controversy, added with the Kyrie Irving controversy, added with Kevin Durant and his issues with the team, they decided to go with somebody else, and that's who he's referring to.
Not putting too much pressure on ourselves, but it felt good to get this game out of the way, and now we can move forward with the rest of the season.
I believe here it comes.
Did you ever have any fears, doubts, whatever, that you would never get this chance that you guys wouldn't be able to work through this and get you back here to playing for the Nets again?
Never had a doubt.
Hey, Kyrie, there was a group of about...
Listen up. Let me rewind it a little bit. Here we go, 423. Let me go back a little bit because you got to hear this part. All right? You got to hear this part. Here it comes. Oh, wait a minute.
About 100 people outside wearing the shirt of a group called Israel United in Christ, a group labeled as a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center. They were outside in support of you and handing out anti-Semitic literature on the plaza, people walking by. And I was wondering if I can get your reaction to that.
I didn't see it. What happened?
Now, Kyrie Irving, I'm sure these people started demonstrating before he got to the arena. I believe he's been out there playing 60 minutes of basketball or so, whatever, 60, 90 minutes of basketball. He's not aware that there is a demonstration going on outside the Barclays Center, but of course the reporter puts him on the spot and he's asking him for his opinion about it. And you know where this is going. He wants him to denounce and all that kind of stuff that comes with an apology, to immediately denounce it like they wanted him to do with this book that he promoted on his Twitter page.
There's a group outside?
There was a group outside, 100, possibly more. They were wearing a shirt called Israel United in Christ. They're a group labeled as a hate group by the...
I think that's a conversation for another day. I'm just here to focus on the game.
Now, mind you, Kyrie Irving has been pretty much on lockdown, having to go through all these hoops. As I say, he doesn't want to be bothered with this now. He made his apologies, whatever. He did his little training. He gave the money he was supposed to give up. He wants to get this behind him and go back to playing basketball. And here we go again.
Kyrie, but you've said this whole time that you didn't know what kind of what kind of voice you had. But if these are the people that are out here in your name, do you feel like that's a consequence of what you've done?
Again,
who said that these people were out there in his name? Now, there's an article that I'm going to read later. They were actually out there in his name per se. He didn't know about it, but the book or video, whatever you want to call it, that he promoted sparked some thought about the origin of certain groups of people. Okay? Just leave it at that.
and I'm just here to focus on the game.
Just wondering what you've seen from Ben in terms of his progression from when you were last on the court to now.
Now, that's the end of that, okay? It was quick. The guy was trying to ask some questions. In my opinion, Kyrie Irving handled that as gracefully as possible, okay? He wanted to focus on the game. He just, his first game back, he wants to focus back on playing basketball. Ask me some questions about freaking basketball. Now, real quick, let's show you some pictures of this demonstration that was going on outside the Barclays Center. Let's go to Twitter. As you can see here, these are some pictures of these men protesting outside of the arena. I'll show you some few quick videos. Here you go.
We shall get our kingdom too. And in that kingdom we shall rule. In that kingdom we shall rule. And we keep the laws in Christ.
Now they're chanting their, I guess, Israelite Lords in Christ, all that. Let's show you another picture right here. Check this out. They're mimicking a military cadence. You see them walking down the street there in front of the Barclays Center. They got anything else? Here we go. Here goes another one. If it'll play. Let's see here. Okay. Well, it's not going, but you see it. You see it. Let me fast forward a little bit. There you go. You see that. They're out there in line, in formation in front of the Barclays Center. You see it. Okay. So they're out there doing their thing. All right. Now, this is the Israelite, the Israelite group, Black Hebrew Israelite group that the reporter was referring to. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go to an article here from Fox News, and this will explain a little bit more in depth. And this actually brings us Jaylen Brown, which is a player for the Boston Celtics. He's going to come into play in this article too, because they're going to say that he promoted this group on his social media page, which is going to bring another guy that's going to have to do some more damn apologizing. Check this out. This is from Fox News Channel. Kyrie Irving Nets return leads to Black Hebrew Israelites demonstrating outside the Barclays Center. Boston Celtics forward Jaylen Brown appears to support the demonstration on his social media. Appears to support. Later on, he will denounce this. I won't go through that. You can do some Google searching. You'll see what I'm talking about. Let's read a little bit. It says here, the Brooklyn Nets reinstated Kyrie Irving prior to Sunday night's game against the Memphis Grizzlies, which prompted the Black Hebrew Israelites to put on a large demonstration outside the Barclays Center. The group is connected to the anti-Semitic film on Amazon that Irving posted to his social media, leading to his 8-game suspension, not 5, 8-game suspension by the Nets. The movie, Hebrews and Negroes, Wake Up Black America, the same name of Ronald Dalton Jr.'s back in 2015 book, had a description that says, film uncovers the true identity of the children of Israel by proving the true ethnicity of Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, Jacob, the son of Ham, Shem, and Japheth, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Find out what Islam, Judaism, and Christianity has covered up for centuries in regards to the true biblical identity of the so-called Negro in this movie packed with tons of research. Now, again, if you don't believe this movie, I'm a free thinker. You believe what you want to leave out there, the viewer. That's what that is the the description of the rhetoric. I'm sorry, not the rhetoric, but the literature that Kyrie Irving posted to his social media that led him to being suspended from the Nets and having to do a lot of apologizing, a lot of money given, and a lot of informing himself. Okay, so let's read a little bit more. Of course, right here, I think I showed you this already. This is, they say, wearing purple and gold t-shirts, Black Hebrew Israelites were heard chanting around the arena. I already showed you that on Twitter. Okay, at the bottom here, it says, let me scroll up a little bit. It says Boston Celtics forward Jaylen Brown also seems to be supporting the demonstration on his social media, where he tweeted energy in response to a video of the group. Now, here's Jaylen Brown's post. I think I showed it to you a little while ago as well. All right. In front of the Barclays Center. And he retweeted. I'm sure he will have to atone for that later. Brown was vocal about Nets owner Joe Tsai's comments regarding Irving's suspension, where he said the controversial point guard still had work to do. Brown, one of the vice presidents of the National Basketball Players Association, initially called Joe Tsai's remarks on Irving's return alarming. Quote, Tsai's response was alarming to me, Brown said via the New York Post. He didn't say that the organization was working together to get Kyrie back on the floor. He said that Kyrie had more work to do. And our society has more work to do, including Joe Tsai. It's 2022. It takes 10 minutes of time to see who these businesses, owners, corporations, etc., who they're associated with, and who they're doing business with, and who they're affiliated with. Quote, I'm a vice president of the union, and it's part of my job to protect our players legally. And to see co-founder and chairman of Nike, Phil Knight, first come out and condemn Kyrie, and also see Joe Tsai say there's more work to do, I think it's time for a larger conversation. Now, I'm not going to speak to that. I'm going to leave that right there. But if you read that, you understand what he's saying. It is what it is. Now, more here. While Irving's suspension began with posting a link to the film, the Nets decided to suspend him after he had two opportunities with the media to apologize. Again, he had two opportunities with the media to apologize for his comments, which he said on Sunday was human reaction because he felt he wasn't anti-Semitic. However, while completing the 6 steps hoops the Nets required of him before reinstatement, Irving understands now how hurtful his comments were and regrets not apologizing sooner. If I'm blinking, it's because I need help. Sorry. Well, anyway, you see what's going on here, right? The reporter was trying to tie this demonstration to Kyrie. Now, Kyrie had no idea what was going on. But again, because of what he posted and the whole mess behind it, it has sparked a response. It has sparked some thought in what's going on. And like I said, in the origin of some of these groups of people. In my opinion, had they just let it go, it wouldn't have got this big. But of course, the community does not tolerate anti-Semitism. So they have to not only make you apologize, but they have to make you atone. That's the word they like to use, atone. Okay. And they have to let the world know that this will not be tolerated by pretty much putting you on a cross. Okay. In front of everybody. And then when they bring you down off of that cross, you will know that we are not to be, them are not to be effed with. All right. So I'm going to leave that there. I'll leave links to all the stuff in the description box so you can watch it at your leisure. But here's the deal. Kyrie Irving danced around the question, and it was a good thing he did, because I'm sure if he gave the answer that was on his heart, he would have called BS and he would probably have cursed his man out. But I mean, it is what it is. Kyrie Irving, he's a superstar. The bag is on the line, like most of us normies out there, right? So he had to apologize, do all that. I understand. The problem is the larger conversation, which won't be had anytime soon because of obvious things. In any case, the Black Hebrew Israelites were demonstrating outside the Barclays Center. Kyrie Irving has returned to the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm sure he will be asked more questions about him apologizing, how he felt moving forward with what he did. And I hope that Kyrie Irving will be graceful in the future with this, and hopefully he can get this behind him, because he already has enough controversy behind him as he is being a player in the NBA, let alone this. So there you go. So I'm done talking about it. Again, thank you for attending another episode of Normieville. I'm just a normie trying to bring you the news in sports, entertainment, and politics. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button on your way out, and I will see you on the next video.